It is I. Hello. Oh, this is... I'm like all the way off to the side here. Hang on. I need to... There we go. Hang on. Let's bring that in. I keep accidentally shifting my webcam because it's not like held down in place. But, whatever. No, it's not really a big deal. Let's get some music on the go. That that should be alright volume wise. He says, why not be? Posting some promo nonsense before we properly get started. Actually, like, very, very early today. Or on time for once, more specifically. Okay, right. That should be that. So, these are the magic items we're working on. This is like, I think like 25% of them, give or take. I think we've done 30, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% on that one, but I think it's 30. There's not really a good way to like look this up. There just actively is not a good way to search like headings in Word like at all. That really bothers me. I really wish there was one, but there isn't. But I am pretty certain that I guess I can do this, which is not super great, but so So 6, 10, 25. Okay, I'm just doing like searches. 29, 30. Yeah, it is 30. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. We've basically been doing them in batches of 10. And today, I don't have a game this evening, and I'm starting pretty on time, so I want to just kind of just hammer through it and just see how many I can do in like 3 hours. You know, 2.5, 3 hours. I have a feeling the answer is probably going to be somewhere in the range of like 15, but it might be less, it might be more, I don't know. But I'm just going to start right off the bat with Delver, which is a rare item with just way too much fucking text. I think is the main thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut all of the sentient stuff from Delver because it's just not interesting. There we go, that's cool. Additionally, the dagger has has 6 charges. Let me go read the spell I'm thinking of real quick. Actually, no, I don't think I need this. I think it's going to be... Hang on, I need to go look this up actually. No, modifier and classes. It's over here. As action while you hold the dagger, you have it exude. Use an action, expend shot. Dagger also has the following properties. Following additional properties. Yeah. So, simple ability, this gives you this, and also basically gives you the light spell centered on the dagger. And then it also gives you a handful of very useful spells. Like, this knife is a rogue's dream. Like, it's really fucking good. And funnily enough, that's the point. So that was a longer one, but this is the Dread Talisman. This is an old one. I made this for a player. Can I spell? No puppet master, it's 2 words. When you win this amulet, you gain a +1 bonus to saving throws as well as just instant necrotic damage. Dread Strike. You hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend one or more of the Talisman's charges. Make it read Divine Strike, because that's... Oh no, no, it's Divine Strike, Divine Smite. Oh shit. I have no problem. You may expend 3. Radiant damage. You're reduced to 0 hit points by radiant damage or a critical hit. Activating this property has no effect. So it's undead fortitude basically. Like once per day. You have to spend a lot. You have to spend the damage that you get out of Dread Strike, which is really quite good. You lose out on like profane regeneration is explicitly really bad, so I might actually change it to a bonus action. It's like having this as an action when you could be saving 3 charges for this. It's like there's no fucking contest really. Like there just isn't. If anything, I might hang on. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah. I like the way this is laid out now. It makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more sort of specific in the way that it works. This is better. I'm feeling it. God, it's horrible, like headache. I think it might be the ring light. Right. Next up is... No, it's one word. Dragon Guard. Wait, is Scale Mail... I might just call this Dragon Armor. Make it a bit more, sort of, a bit more generic. Armor Scale Mail. Let me look at +1 armor. No, that's not what I want. No, I need to actually like. I feel really terrible all of a sudden. Like it's not bad, but it's not great either, you know. Oh. Scale Mail or Splint? Just a sec. yeah, same. How have no, there's not a huge amount of people here at the moment, but how have people's days been thus far? Oh, okay, right. Okay, right. Scale mail or splint? That should be called just dragons. Scales. Advantage on saving throws made against the breath weapons of other creatures. So, stretch my arms. Oh. Right. Additionally, oh, I forgot to actually give it a rarity was. The armor has 8 charges, regaining okay. Oh. Whenever you take bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage from a non-magical attack, you use yours. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. I actually need to look at the what the other dusts. Cast a pinch. Succeed on a... I should say succeed on a DC 13 punches saving throw, or become blinded for 1 minute. Yeah, honestly, it's a very simple magic item, but I think it works quite well. The old version was weird. I didn't particularly like the way that it worked. But yeah, you got 1d6 plus 4 pinches of dust, and they have a minor but not insignificant effect. They have the capacity to blind an entire group of creatures. The likelihood of it doing that is quite low, but it is still pretty decent. Right, the next item is Earth Shaker. Oh, it's capitalized Warhammer as a fucking... I say that, hang on. Okay, right, yeah. It's capitalizing Warhammer because outside of D&D, Warhammer should be spelled as 2 words, unless you're talking about, you know, the brand Warhammer owned by Games Workshop. I have a blacksmith that is in one of the other books that I want to go look up, because I'll use his name here. Where are my backups? Here we go. Replace one of your attacks. Yeah, let me go read the shove action, because that or grapple. Areas of effect. Hang on. A cone. The shockwave fills a 30-foot cone centered on you. Let me look at like erupting earth real quick. That's the kind of power I'm thinking of. Let's make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. A failed save. A failed save. A failed save the target. How does magical damage actually work? I think, yeah, I think it is bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage from non-magical attacks, I think, is most monsters, if I remember correctly. I think that's how that works, anyway. He says. Entirely uncertain. Non-magical attack. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Once you've used this property, you cannot do so again until the next dawn. And where's Shatter? Because I want us to damage objects as well. Just... You Reinhardt slam. I realize is literally what this is. You Reinhardt slam a guy. That's what it is. That's what it does. And because of its effect, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, you slam a guy, or well, you probably what you actually do is you walk up to a guy's face, you do the slam, knock everybody prone, and then you smash the guy in front of you. You just knocked prone. Like, that seems pretty good to me. You also use it to bust down walls. Or fairly efficiently anyway, bust down walls. Yeah, so I imagine there's probably a lot of creative ways you can use that ability, which is cool. It's the kind of shit that I want. Ooh, this is something. Okay. Oh, my phone is just buzzing something pointlessly at me. Is that my watch is even? Just need to sort something real quick to stop my watch from doing that. There we go. I'll just resync my watch. This isn't a new fancy watch, by the way. Someone just gave me this. They had no use for it anymore. I got it as a, well, I need an alarm clock that's attached to me. Otherwise, I will sleep through it every fucking time. Shit, where are my settings? It's over here, I think. Okay, right, sorry about that. So the implication of the Electrum Void is that you give it to like your fighter, your dex fighter or whatever, who can right, so that should do it. Let me check. How does blind sight work? I was going to see its surroundings without relying on sight. Gain blind sight out to a range of 30 feet. Honestly, this is very rare, given creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you whenever they enter a space within 30 feet of you. If you're a warcaster, like, or like if you're a ranged character, you it also basically removes the requirement of having Polearm Master, which is kind of hilarious. And it also, yeah, it just does a lot, you know. This item is incredibly powerful. It's incredibly cool as well, but it's absurdly powerful. The next one, how far in am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've been going for like an hour. That's pretty good. The Falcon Weapon. Instead of rolling to hit, you can choose for the attack so the result of your roll to be equal to 10 plus your weapon attack bonus. If you do it and your attack hits, you deal half damage. Let me check, like, hang on. Sharpshooter, how does sharpshooter work? So yeah, this item is incredible. Simply on the grounds of the fact that you can, you know, if you have archery and a good bonus to hit, you basically just can't miss. Like you just can't. My main concern is how this works is whether sharpshooter is free on this, because it's kind of weird. Instead of rolling to hit, you can choose for the result of your roll to be equal to 10 plus your attack bonus. Let me check. I think Clockwork Soul has something like this. It's like the bonus action 14th level ability. No, it doesn't. If you do and your attack hits, instead of rolling to hit, you can choose for the result of your roll to be 10, then add adding any bonuses to your weapon attack as normal. I think that works. I think. Yeah. I think that works. He says. I think. But... Right, the next one is the Figurine of Wondrous Power Ruby Spider. Small ruby statue becomes a spider. Use a bonus action, see through the spider's eyes, and hear what it hears and start your next turn. You can imagine the spider's web sense and dark vision. During this time, you are deaf and blind with regards to your own senses. Yeah, you basically get like the familiar benefits for, I think, basically as long as it lasts. Yeah, I want some to use. Let me just go read like 6. Okay, yeah. So that is the ruby spider. We're all good. The ruby spider is very simple, and it was actually like fine mechanically speaking. Let me go check. I'm actually just gonna double check and make sure find familiar there isn't like any weird discrepancy. Yeah, no, it's literally, I've just copied it word for word. The only thing I have changed is find familiar is like, oh, you gain its senses, and it's like, well, it's a spider, so you specifically gain its dark vision and its web sense. Well, it's its web sense trait. There we go. That's probably all I'm going to change there. I think otherwise that is like completely fine. Oh, here is an item. Here is an item that is almost identical to Delver, and it's just kind of better. Yeah, it's just kind of better. We're gonna just get rid of it. We're just gonna get rid of it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make another. It has a cool name. It's called the Finger of Bashar. That's a pretty sick, like, you know, that's a pretty sick item. But it's just kind of boring. Like the effect, it's basically just the same as Delver. It has like 3 of the same effects. I don't know how that slipped through the cracks. And it's just kind of better and kind of worse. But it is the leathery mummified finger of the master thief Bashar of Xeon. And Bashar of Xeon is a fucking name. So, either way, we're going to make another figurine of wondrous power. Because that sounds cool. I'm going to do that instead. After I have coughed, which I have just done. Oh. Let me reopen the DMG. Oh, here we go. I found them. That should be the word varies in here. Now, what rarity was the ruby spider? Uncommon. Do they capitalize uncommon? They do. Well, they capitalize rarity, more specifically. Now, what do all of the figurines do? So I know not most of them do, but there are a few that I'm not familiar with. The bronze griffin just becomes a griffin, right? Like it is just like, here is a griffin mount. It lasts for 6 hours. Like it's generically good in that sort of very obvious way. Ironically enough, a much better version of it is the Ebony Fly, because whilst griffins can fight, the Ebony Fly becomes a giant fly, which is like a large beast, and it lasts for 12 hours and only has a 2-day cooldown instead of a 5-day, and it's useless in a fight, but it's still a flying mount with a fly speed of 60 feet. It does only have 19 hit points though, so maybe it is a trade-off. There are the golden lions, which turn into 2 lions that fight. There's also 2 of them. Well, why am I holding up 2? 2 of them. And you can use them separately if you want to, or you can use them both simultaneously, and each one has a 7-day cooldown. The goats, there are 3 goats. yeah. The goats come as a 3, and they're all stacked on top of each other, which I love. There's the goat of traveling, the goat of travail, and the goat of terror. What's the goat of travail? They're all weird. It's the marble elephant. It just becomes an elephant for a day. It's pretty good. The Obsidian Steed. Oh, it becomes a nightmare. Holy shit. Okay. The Onyx Dog becomes a dog that can also talk and has dark vision and can see invisible creatures. That's pretty sick. You can make Doug from Up. It has an intelligence of 8. I feel like Doug is dumber than that. Significantly dumber, in fact. Yeah. His name is Doug, right? Doug Up. Yes, it is. It is also Doug spelled D-U-G. That's what I was like. That was why I felt confident in it, because it's not Doug, like spelled like the name, like D-O-U-G. There's an owl. It becomes a giant owl for 8 hours. That can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you and it are on the same plane of existence. That's really good. And then the Silver Raven is kind of bad. It's kind of the bad one. It is the only uncommon one, and it kind of fucking sucks. I suppose it does become a raven, and you can cast Animal Messenger on it at will. So it is like, if you're in like a city, it's quite good. Like, it is actually like a legitimate thing that it is and can do. But otherwise, it does kind of suck. But that gives us some general sort of guidelines as to what we can do and what we can make. My initial sort of idea was like, all of the familiar stuff has been taken up, and basically all of the others either act as steeds or as like fighting mounts. I'm thinking maybe we either go for like an uncommon route where we have another like a reconnaissance animal or something, or we sort of have them as like we could make like a very rare one and have like something like a nightmare, you know, like a powerful monster. Yeah, Obsidian Steed. What's CR as a nightmare? 3? Oh, it's only CR 3. I thought they were much stronger than that. I guess I was wrong. There's not a snake. There should probably be a snake. What's the lowest celestial in CR wise anyway? 2. It's a Pegasus. Could be the Obsidian Steed and the Quartz Steed. The Obsidian Steed makes a nightmare, the Quartz Steed makes a Pegasus, but like, the Ebony Fly exists, and whilst it's much dumber than having a Pegasus, it serves literally the same purpose. So maybe just an uncommon one that fights with you, you know? Because the Silver Raven and the Ruby Spider are both just kind of like, they're just kind of whatever. Is there an emerald one? No. Oh, they're all made out of metal and stone. None of them are made out of, Also, the serpentine is the owl is made of serpentine. the giant poisonous snake. Green precious stones. Peridot. Jade. Is there a jade? Oh yeah, it's like a jade elephant, isn't it? No, it's a jade. No, there isn't a jade one. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. A jade serpent. How big is a giant poisonous snake? Well, it's a medium beast. Okay. It's a giant poisonous snake. Oh shit, I can't spell. Become a spider for up to... for up to 1 hour. The giant poisonous snake doesn't... Yeah, it just does poison damage. You 8 hours. Blah, 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 blah. May as well just do 2 days. It's a fairly minor thing. You summon like a CR, like quarter creature. That's fun. I'm on board with that one. It's kind of neat. Right. What is next? Ooh, the Flag of Thunderstorms. How far in are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Figurine of Wondrous Power, additional options. There we go. Oh, Thunderstorms. There we go. Powerful lightning magic. Additionally, when a creature hits you with a weapon attack, retaliatory lightning energy. Oh shit, 46. That takes 46 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. We're taking a break soon, so I'm very hungry. Here is we're up to a long one here. monsters. Harvest and protect the forest from monsters. Again, a sizable logging industry. Cut down the forest. When a new baron took power over the land, began to cut down the forest. And harvesting trees from the forest. I snippeted. Like, the old lore was like okay, but I wanted to sort of cut it down a bit because it was very long. Oh, I forgot how this ring works. Yeah, this ring is pretty sweet. There's a whole bunch of cool shit. Yeah. Okay. Like an eyelash or something in my mouth. Yeah. Ugh. Very unpleasant. It's like a beard hair or something. Ugh. Fucking gross. Dolly Adorn. Well, you wear this magical ring. Oh yeah. How do you roll fire damage? Whenever you roll fire damage, you wear the ring, you may spend one of its charges to roll one additional damage die. I think that works. It's probably fine. Fire Ward. Whenever you deal, whenever you as a bonus action, the vengeful spirit of Foetia. Right. +7 to hit. I put a space there. So those are the effects. They're pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So, how's the old New Year and Christmas and the sort been? Mine's been fairly relaxed. Not done a huge amount. Not sure if you've been in since before Christmas. I struggle to keep track. You probably have. I mean, probably not since, definitely not since New Year, I don't think, but probably since Christmas. I'm not sure. Oh shit! I forgot the apostrophe. Where are Dryad stats? Past me already had this idea. I don't need to edit this. Past me isn't an idiot. Well, isn't as much of an idiot as I thought. Oh, is the music stopped? No, it's just completely silent. Okay, skip over to the next one. right below. Yeah, I'd say 4th edition is definitely the hardest edition to convert things to. Mainly because 4th edition doesn't have a parallel to anything else. It's like 3.5 and 5e, you could take a 3.5 creature and just use it in 5e. And for the most part, you wouldn't really have any problems. You definitely have some problems, but you wouldn't have that many problems. Certainly not very many that would come up in an average group. If you had like a turbo rules compliant group, you'd definitely have a lot more problems. Like I probably couldn't do it because I tend to run my games pretty like rigidly by the rules. But I think even then it wouldn't take much work to convert 3.5 creature to 5e. Like not much at all. Like 10 minutes. Like to fully convert. Aside from a few, like, this is strictly not something that should be in 5th edition. But yeah, so the 4e is definitely a tricky one. Mostly just because 4e just fundamentally just does not work the same as any other edition, like in any way or conceivable capacity. But I imagine that there are creature comparisons that you can use. Paint pain. Okay, that's cool. Okay, right. I am going to take a break here. We have made some excellent progress today, and I'm gonna keep going for a bit longer. My break is gonna be about 15 minutes or so. When I come back, I'll probably go for another half an hour, and then I will stop because I have gotten a lot done today. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With magic items left on my list, that goes to 14, 15, 16, 17 items. I'll see, basically, I'm going to see where I get to. But I will be back in about 15 minutes. I've got to head off, that's all good. Otherwise, I'll be back then. I'll see you in a minute. I return. It is I. So I'm going to carry on where we left off. Right. Oh, can't spell gauntlets. Will you wear these magical gauntlets? Where are the Gauntlets of Overpower? Oh. Let me look at the Berserker Axe, because it has the text that I want. No, that isn't the thing that I want, actually, never mind. I think it's the... is it the shield? Shield of missile attraction? They gain 1 charge. Okay, the Gauntlets of Shattered Steel are in. They're a cursed item where the downside is actually kind of worth it, because the downside isn't that bad, and the upside you get for wearing them is so good that it's like, the downside is honestly worth it. And there are totally other, like, cursed items. I think I spoke about it recently when I was making magic items for a different thing, where I was talking about the Shield of Missile Attraction actually being, like, kind of amazing as a magic item despite being cursed. Because while you hold the shield, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks, but it's cursed so that whenever a ranged weapon attack is made against a target within 10 feet of you, you become the target instead. The main thing is, if all your friends stand around you whilst you're being peppered with arrows, if you're like a big suited up armor boy with like 22 AC or whatever, like a lot of those attacks are just gonna A, miss, and then B, do half damage. It's like a really powerful peel tank tool, despite being a cursed item that's supposed to be like a worse version of an already existing magic item, when in reality it's probably better than I forget what the item is even called, the one that this is meant to be a shittier version of. It is just that good. It is absolutely fantastic. Okay, right. The next item is Goldringer. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. I'm going to do one more item after this and get to 15. No, I'm going to stop. After I've done Goldringer, I'm going to do one more. Is adorned with glorious Ooh, this fucking paragraph I wrote like 4 years ago it's pretty sweet. Blah, blah, blah. So there we go, there's the breastplate, there's Goldringer. It's pretty fucked up. Everybody forgets who you are. Is basically what it does, and is. I need to clear my throat, fuck me. There we go. Oh, Medusa, it should be Medusas. A creature can touch the heart. So, basically, you use this to, you're like, hold out your hand, and then you just sort of put the heart in their hand, it permanently petrifies them forever. Is the idea. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. that's a pretty good amount of progress for today. I'm happy with that. It's 7:30. I'm kind of tired. And I do have some other things I need to do tonight. So I'm going to head off here. I hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I'll be back later on this week. I'm going to play some more Zelda. I'm going to look at doing something in the week, but again, like I've said that probably in the last like 12 weeks. I probably said that 6 out of the 12 weeks, and it's just not happened. I have a lot of like ongoing editing work at the moment, and it's just a lot. I do have a big writing project come up though, which I'm probably going to try and stream, just to try and force the work out of me. But I may not decide to do that if I feel I can do it on my own. But yeah, either way, I hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I will be back. Well, I'll be back. Most likely on Friday. Probably Friday 1 p.m. GMT. I will be playing some more Skyward Sword. I had a very good time with that on Saturday, and I think we played for about 3 and a bit hours, maybe a little bit more. We got a lot done, and it was great fun. So I'm looking forward to doing some more of that. I also want to do more of this stream as well. So if I get a chance, I'm going to do more of these as well. But again, because I want to finish this faster than I am, just because I don't want to be doing this for weeks and weeks. Like, we're at 45 out of 120. That's barely over a third done, right? But either way, I hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I'm going to head off now. I'll hopefully see you guys on Friday. See ya.